Deep within a sun-dappled forest lived a multitude of magical creatures. Every year they came together to celebrate the Festival of Harmony, a magical event where every creature, big or small, was honored for their unique talents and contributions to their forest home. The Harmony Festival was a time for all creatures to revel in their magical world. It was a celebration of community, unity, and magic. This year's festival was shaping up to be the best yet. All the creatures were looking forward to it, especially our 4 friends: Finley the fox, Vanya the rabbit, Anthony the ant, and Oliver the owl. They were the leaders of their respective groups and had worked hard to make this festival the best one yet. Finley, with his quick wit and charm, had organized the games. Vanya, with her keen eyesight and nimble paws, was in charge of decorations. Anthony, with his incredible strength, was helping set up the stage. And Oliver, with his wisdom and insight, had planned a series of inspiring speeches to uplift the spirits of all the attendees. But as the day of the festival approached, a strange tension began to build among the creatures of the forest. Whispers of discontent filled the air, and soon the forest, which had been buzzing with excitement, was now divided into factions. The birds argued with the squirrels over who had contributed more to the forest. The rabbits bickered with the badgers over the size of their burrows. Even the wise old trees weren't spared from the squabbling, their roots entangled in the growing discord. As the 4 friends watched in dismay, they knew they had to do something to restore the harmony that had been broken. But how could they possibly fix something so big and complicated? Finley, ever the optimist, suggested reminding everyone of their unity. He wanted to show the forest dwellers how their differences, rather than being a source of conflict, were what made them special. Vanya, however, wasn't so sure. She thought the divide was too deep and the anger too real. Anthony, usually so strong and confident, was unusually quiet. He looked at the forest with sadness, realizing that even the smallest ant could not fix something so big. Only Oliver, the wisest of the group, seemed calm. As he surveyed the quarreling creatures, he knew exactly what needed to be done. He led the others away from the noise to a clearing where they could talk in peace. "Friends," Oliver began, his voice echoing with wisdom, "we have allowed the darkness of discord to overshadow the light of our unity, but it's not too late. We can still turn things around." He explained his plan, and the others, seeing the wisdom in his words, agreed. They began by visiting the most divided groups in the forest, the birds and the squirrels. Using his charm, Finley convinced them to put aside their differences and perform a duet during the festival, showcasing the beauty of their combined talents. Vanya then went to the rabbits and the badgers, suggesting that instead of competing over their homes, they could work together to create a maze for the young ones to enjoy during the festival. As for the trees, Anthony, with his incredible strength, promised to help them mend their broken branches and intertwine their roots, symbolizing their unity and resilience. Finally, Oliver, with his calming presence, visited the most quarrelsome of them all. the beavers. He reminded them that their strength lay in their unity and that by working together, they could build something truly special for the festival. And so, as the sun set over the horizon, casting long shadows across the forest floor, the creatures of the enchanted wood began to gather. They had all received Oliver's message and were ready to come together for the greater good. As Finley, Vanya, Anthony and Oliver watched from the sidelines, they saw the forest coming together in a way they had never seen before. The beavers, with their united efforts, had built a magnificent dam that all the young ones could enjoy. The birds and the squirrels had performed a breathtaking aerial ballet that left the audience in awe. And the rabbits and the badgers had created a fun maze that echoed with laughter and joy. In that moment, as the forest resonated with the sounds of merriment and unity, the four friends knew that the spirit of the Harmony Festival was alive and well. Though there would always be differences and disagreements in their magical world, it was up to them, the leaders, to ensure that these differences didn't divide, but instead brought them together. For it was in their unity, big or small, wise or quick, that the magic of their world truly lay.